Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a flip through of my bullet journal for September. I just finished setting it up and I really want to show y'all. But first, some of y'all are probably thinking, I didn't even know Amber had a bullet journal. And I didn't until very recently. I don't know why, but recently I just had the bug to start a new planner and I decided to try a bullet journal because I've never done a real one before with a hardcover and everything. So I decided to just bite the bullet and jump in. I've also been inspired recently by a couple of people on YouTube, Ashton from Virgo and Paper and also Lindsay from Lindsay Scribbles. I will link their channels in the cards and also down below so you can check out their channels. And let's get started. So I have a just plain black notebook here. I actually got this from Amazon. I think it was $4 or $5 because I did not want to spend 20 bucks on a moleskin and then not know if I wanted to keep this up. But I already think I'm going to keep it up, so I'll probably be doing a moleskin haul pretty soon. However, this notebook is, I think, a really good quality for the price. I will have it linked down below if you're interested. So it has a, I don't know what this is called, just a strap to keep it closed. And then inside, it is plain. There's no pockets or anything on the front. There is one on the back. And I got the grid. I almost said dot grid because I'm so used to getting dot grid, but it's just plain grid. I think it had 3 or 4 different options, lined, dot grid, that kind of thing. I also have all these pens out here. I will talk about those more in a minute. I just wanted to lay them out to get the thumbnail shot, really. So I will get those out of the way. And let's jump in. I have not filled out the cover. I don't know if I'm going to be taking this out of my house, so I don't know if I need my details in here. But for now, it is blank. I also left the very first page blank. I may do an index here, just depending on how I end up using this bullet journal. It's very functional right now, so I think an index would work. But I already have ideas for how to make it more creative, so we'll see how it ends up going. Alright, so here's my first spread. This is my September overview, I guess you could say. I did not want to draw a calendar because I always get confused on the number of dots per box and how to space it properly. So instead I just did it, that sounded really weird. I just did it this way where I wrote it on the side here. I think that's gonna work really well. So I just marked some big events and bills and stuff that I have going on. And if I have more than one thing per day, I just separate it with a slash. So far I'm really liking that. It's very easy to just glance back and look at it when I'm setting up my weeklies. On this side, I did a highlights page and I just highlighted every other day so that I could sort of keep it more separate when I'm looking at it. And I did use a few stickers and washi tape here and there, but I'm trying to keep this pretty functional. And the way I'm adding color is with different pens and things. So let me talk about the pens. First of all, I want to try using the same pen for the whole month in here. So for the month of September, I picked the Pilot G2. I think this is called Ultra Fine Point, 30.38 millimeters. And if you saw my recent plan with me, you know that I rediscovered my Pilot G2 pens. So I'm going to try and use this for the entirety of September. To do the lettering up here, I use some Tombow Fudenosuke brush pens in 933 and 55. I will link all the pens and stuff below. I know there's a lot of them, so I'll just have them all linked below for you. And I did want to try doing some different styles of lettering. I'm not sure how I feel about the mix, but it was fun to try something new. I just don't know if it all works together. Over here on the sort of calendar page, I used a couple of zebra mildliners. Y'all know I love these. I have so many of them in all kinds of colors, and they're just the best. They're so versatile, and I just love pulling them in. What else? Oh, one more thing. Sorry about the noise outside. I think there's a moving truck outside. I used this Sakura Jelly Roll pen in white to do some, highlighting on my lettering. And there you can see I was not patient and tried outlining in black when it was still wet and it kind of smudged, but that's okay. So that is, I think, all the pens I used on this page. This sticker is from Happy Day. That is from, I think that, was it called Glitter and Chai? I'm not even sure if that shop exists anymore. This washi is from the dollar spot at Target, and then I have some Winston deco stickers from my shop. Moving on to the second spread, we have my, okay, if you watch my traveler's notebook videos, this is going to look very familiar to you because it's very similar, just an expanded version. So on this side, I have a spending tracker, and I have a place to write the date, the item, and the cost. I used to categorize it if it was like food that I bought, or if it was a bill, or if it was something for fun, or what have you, but I never really did anything with the categories, so I decided to leave that off and see how I like it for this month. I don't think I'll need in the future this many spaces for spending, especially right now because I'm trying to pay off my new car, so there is very little unnecessary spending happening. But I wasn't sure how else to set up this page because I wanted to do a 2-page spread, so I just used the whole thing. On this side, I have my currently page, and I have currently reading, listening to, and then I put a goals and to-do section. So if you've watched my other traveler's notebook videos, I used to do enjoying down here, but I kind of thought that the highlights page would cover the enjoying section, so I didn't think there was going to be a need for an enjoying and highlights because I figured I'd be writing the same thing multiple times if I did that. So I just decided to switch to goals and to-do. I think that'll be a lot more useful to me and less repetitive, and this way I have a quick look at what I want to accomplish in September, although these goals are not these goals are more for fun than really things I must get done during the month. I like having the bigger reading and listening section because I think what I'm going to do is every time I put a book in, I'll put some stars next to the title and I can fill it in right there, so I have a quick glance. I can look at a quick glance and see what I thought of the book when I'm flipping back to the planner, because I do plan to keep this already. Moving on, we have my first weekly spread. Again, very similar to my traveler's notebook, I have a weekly overview on this page where I put things that I know are happening on a particular day. On this side, I started off with a top 3 box because I usually have a very long to-do list every week. And I think to sort of keep myself from getting overwhelmed, I'll put my top 3 things that I really need to get done up here, and then this will be if I have time or when I have time for that. On the side, I did a habit tracker. I usually track 5 habits, so I put that on this side. I'm not sure how I feel about it being long ways instead of sideways. It might take some getting used to, but this is just my first time in a bullet journal, so I think it'll be fun to just try something new. Here is my second spread. I added a little bit of deco on this one just because it's going to be the first day of fall, so I wanted it to look a little more fun. And as you can see, I switched up how I'm doing my lettering. I think I do like it better when it's the same style per page as opposed to in this spread when I was doing 2 different styles, but that's all right. I thought about putting some washi tape along the bottom, but again, I want this to be quite functional. We'll see how it goes. If the spread is looking very empty throughout the week, I may add some more deco and things, but I will do an updated flip through as I move through the planner, so if you're interested, keep your eye out for that. Here is the last spread that I currently have done in this planner, and for this one, the writing looks different because I used a couple of Stabilo, is that how you say that? Stabilo markers, and I don't think these have colors on them, do they? Oh, I guess that might be the color. I'm not totally sure. I have a bunch of these though, and I don't use them that much because, sorry about the ink on my fingers. I always have ink on my fingers from printing stickers. If you can see that, the tip is kind of flat, and I write at an angle, so my writing doesn't come out very nice with these. But they are good quality, and I have a big pack of 100, so I need to kind of work my way through them. And I decided to try incorporating them into this spread, and I think it turned out okay. Alright, down here I have a little full box that I just lettered Hello October on because October is coming up. And that is about it. We're still really far out. Today, as I'm filming this, it's not even the beginning of September, so it's looking pretty empty, but I think it gives you a good overview of the planner. And I'm really excited to fill it out. Unfortunately, you may have noticed that my first spread starts on the 12th because I'm going to be out of town until the 14th, so I didn't want to just have a blank spread that I wasn't going to be really filling out because I'm not going to take this with me on my vacation. And then at the back, I really think I want to do some daily pages back here, but I'm going to wait and do those as it strikes me and not pre-fill out the page. I think it'll be more organic and more interesting that way. As for the quality of the paper, there's some bleed through with the Stabilos, but nothing else really bled through that I noticed, which is good. There's a little bit of shadowing, but it doesn't really bother me. I'm really used to that because of my Hobonichi, the paper in the Hobonichi. So yeah, again, if you're interested in any of these products, I'll just link them down below for you. And I hope you enjoyed seeing my intro to my bullet journal. If you are a bullet journaler, I'd be very curious to know what shops or YouTube channels or whatever Instagram pages you follow. I need to get some inspiration, definitely. And also let me know if you like seeing this type of video, because I know I mainly do videos with sticker planners, not so much functional planners. But if you'd like to see more of my bullet journal, just let me know and I will try to film that for y'all. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!